Hey everybody, I think today more than any time in recent history we need communities that come together and foster just elevation, separating all this separatist division, whether it's in a Christian denominations or any religion or political beliefs, or it's just everywhere and it's pervasive, and it's causing a lot of conflicts in this country and worldwide. And there are spiritual communities around the world, handfuls of them, this being one, that are doing our best to shrinken and stop the divisions, because just like in last week's video, we are more alike than we are separate. And I think that is something we should all really consider and take into consideration. So I'm asking for your permission really to introduce you to our spiritual community here, show you what we're doing, some of our goals that we're doing, because if you have an interest in establishing meaningful relationships, connecting with nature, building really valuable understandings of yourself and knowing yourself better so you can ultimately meditate and communicate in your own way to the energies of the universe, then I invite you to come out. And I hope that you enjoy this. And I just thought we should just start with this place, like where we're at. It's a pretty damn cool place. It's pretty awesome. It didn't start off as a spiritual sanctuary, but I mean, it kind of did. We were a family farm, and about 6 years ago, I just stopped that. A bunch of life experiences that we could talk about in another video or somewhere else that really made me want to start studying myself and building better and more meaningful relationships. And that's what this property and this place has ultimately become. And it's really also a sanctuary for our bodily temples. We have a lot going on out here, and you're going to see that. We really practice a lot of outside activities. We grow our own food, which I'm going to show you, all these sort of things. And we have beef, sheep, chickens, fruits, and vegetables, and all these things are available to everybody who wants to participate. And we need more people. We just need some more people to actually come out. I'm grateful that y'all are watching. I'm grateful that our numbers are just exploding. But we actually need more to come out. I mean, even though we have a wonderful, pretty substantial core group, we need more. And I think after you see this, you're going to probably want to come. We have a wonderful greenhouse. We have a couple of other ones that are in a little disrepair that we need to do some work to. But we have clean water, we have heirloom seeds, and we are planting all this. And we've only had a couple of people, primarily Dean, that's done most of the work in there. And we're growing everything in there, but we need more than just a few guys coming out doing that in order for us to really have food security and food abundance. And it's rewarding. Randall has spent a lot of time in there, and he's going to go in there right after this is over. And that doesn't mean, if I go out there, I got to go work or something. We're not asking anybody to do that. We're asking people to participate. So you can have food security and wholesome, healthy food that is not full of poison. It's not full of crap and BS that's going to be harmful to you. A lot of people eat salads like my cousin did. She thought she was being super healthy, but she was just constantly eating pesticides, and it really caused her a lot of harm and ultimately an untimely death. And I think we can avoid a lot of that in our lives. And one of the great thing is most of these kids, you ask a little kid, where do you get your groceries? Where's your food come from? And they'll say the grocery store. Where's your steak come from? Comes from Walmart. Where's your fruits and vegetables come from? Same thing. That's sad. We should have a deep understanding of the divine blueprint all around us. Like our food, we should have a relationship with it. We should know it. We should be comfortable where it came from, that it's not spread with the glyphosates that have been in all these companies that are real popular that people use, that have had billions and billions of dollar settlements from knowingly causing cancer. We want to avoid that. Most people don't even know what they put in their bodies. And to experience that healthy life transfer, these are our two cows that recently we just turned into hamburgers and steaks. And whenever you're able to show gratitude for what you're doing, this is the cow. That cow had those cows had beautiful lives. They were healthy. They were just beautiful. That was what a cow's supposed to do. They just had beautiful lives. And then we have gratitude. We say thanks over them. We appreciate them sacrificing themselves so that we may live. Like, that's a big deal. Most people just, hey, let's cook some steaks this weekend. And they run to the store, grab some steak, but they never think about, hey, that was a life out there. You know, that thing had emotion. It had some feelings. I can tell you those cows had emotions. Sometimes they were angry as hell and would like chase me. You know, and sometimes they were as friendly as could be and they would lick my hand when I'd feed them. And to not know the sustenance of ourselves is a big problem. And it also showcases, you know, how we survive, how we get our proteins, where it comes from, the cycle of life. You know, and getting in tune with nature. I mean, this is Jill out there. I mean, how wonderful is it to go out and just know your food? And we have people that come out here all the time. During the week, a lot of times people will come early on Sunday, sometimes late. They'll hang out. They want to go feed. That allows us to get closer to Mother Nature. And I don't know who that is out in the field. I couldn't recognize the face, but you know, somebody's just out playing with the sheep. And I encourage y'all to go meditate either inside there or by there, because it's really awesome to meditate with those animals. But that's also the same relationship with the cows. You know, that's just wonderful, beautiful, healthy meat. And how about all the fruit? We have a huge fruit orchard here. And this past spring, we had a nice group. Every spring, we have a nice group. And they help us prune, and everybody that participates gets whatever's available. And it's like last Sunday, you know, everybody, well, not everybody, but a good bunch of people took a bunch of pears. We had a lot of pears out there, and they came and got them. And that is wonderful. Like, you get to know what you're doing, and that is part of this experience, because I don't know, other than just a handful of spiritual communities, I don't know of any church, synagogue, temple, or anybody that says, hey, you need to get closer to the earth. You need to know your food. You need to create better relationships with people. You need to fellowship and meditate more. Outside of a few, I just don't know them. And I think that's really missing in this world. And we need to go back to it. I mean, look at Ricky's big, pretty bald head. I mean, he's out there. I mean, he owns that place. He's out there just ready to chomp them up. And that is calming to see Ricky, who always has to move around so fast and walk so quick everywhere. He just gets calm out there. He's just easy as can be. He's just cutting and trimming those trees. And it's meditative. We need more people. Like, we have so many chickens already, but we could have eggs, chicken breast, all these things for everybody that's in need. I don't know if y'all have been shopping lately, but most people do. Food's expensive. Steak's expensive. Chicken breasts are expensive. Like, this particular place has the ability to feed a lot of people. So if you have an interest in knowing your food, I encourage you to come out and help us do it. And get it for free. I mean, I'm not asking you to pay for anything. I mean, it'd be great if you bought a bag of feed or something. That'd be fantastic. But I'm not asking anybody to do that. And I think we should teach people to fish rather than relying on other people to get your fish. Know how to do it. Like, it's just fun. I particularly don't care about fishing. I like sitting out there, sitting in my chair, chomping on a stogie while all my friends are fishing around me. Because I can get my food other ways. But these guys love doing it. And they learn how to fish on their own. And we have an abundance of that here. And when you sit around like that, see, that's me. That's how I fish. That's how they fish. But I think it's fantastic because a couple of those guys right there, the two on the end, Randall and Aaron, man, they can talk. I don't know if y'all been around them or not, but they ain't talking much out there. They just somehow, the magic of being in Mother Nature and the calm of that fishing pole, man, they're just wrapped up in their own thoughts, their own meditative nature. And it's reducing their anxiety and stress. I was in shock. I was smiling, not because I was reclining. I was smiling because they finally shut up. They just started fishing. You know, we can all share in this big abundance that we have. And most people live in town. They don't have the ability to have chickens or cows or all these things. You just don't have it. And in these budding spiritual communities like this one, we can provide that. and we can create food security where there's a big food insecurity in this world. We can do more things with more people. Like we just had this yoga girl named Sam, and that's her husband, Tyler. By the way, he's coming out to give us a presentation. I think it's 2 weeks, but I'm really excited about it. And it's going to be really cool. But, he's out there with his singing bowl, and we're doing meditation, and we really focus on helping our body, mind, and our spirit. And I was really shocked that, we get out there and we see, Dino and Ricky's getting ready to get in his chair and do some chair yoga. But most people don't realize how tight they are. They don't have a good relationship with their bodies. They go down, they start stretching, they go, oh God, didn't realize I was so tight. Oh God. That's a big deal. To know ourselves, to come here and have all these different experiences, these mind, body, spiritual experiences, and get in touch with ourselves. It is vitally important. We could do a lot more of that if we had some more people come out and support what we're doing. Hey, well, we were just doing this right before I started, these singing bowls. I love these things. And we're going to do this, and I got some really, really awesome people that specialize in this, and I'm working on arranging to come out and have a big presentation where we all have some singing bowls, and I just ordered some. I'm really excited about it. But this has been going on for thousands of years, these singing bowls that help. We all know we've done countless presentations on frequency and vibration, and I mention it all the time because it's so vital in our day-to-day life. Like my attitude towards you is shooting off that vibration, and yours is coming back to me. And it helps gets us in sync, and it's beautiful. And if the ancients knew this power for so long, how to reduce stress and anxiety, then we should use it too. We shouldn't just discount ancients or the elderly, for that matter. And I don't know if y'all have ever heard of energetic healing, but I think I got somebody for right before Tyler comes out to do his presentation. We do have this energetic field, like all of us have it. We all talk about it. We talk about it here a lot, and there are some people, when you're around them, if they're just laughing, all of a sudden you start laughing. You just can't help it. Their energy is just lifting you up. You're like, it's me and like Ricky. Me and Ricky will, all of a sudden our personalities will get in sync, just about every time we see each other. And if he's smiling, I'm smiling. And vice versa. Like if I see Chuck and all of a sudden he goes, what's up, brother? And his big loud boisterous. And all of a sudden it makes me feel, well, what's up, brother? That's just the way it is. Well, you have certain people that have that same energetic field where they can actually make people, look, I don't know if it's a placebo. I don't know how much energy actually goes into them, but whatever, it works for a lot of people. They heal themselves through just meditating and holding their hands over them. I think it's fascinating, and I want people that practice it to come give us a presentation on it. We could do more of these kind of things, the more people that we have out here. And I think it's beautiful. There's one thing, y'all know that here, well, most of you, some of y'all are new, but between the big barn sanctuary and the equipment barn, there's a big piece of property, and that's it right there. The cows use it right now. But we do in this country a big disservice to the elderly. And I just find it disheartening. And one of my goals here in the next 5 or 6 years, hopefully 4, is to have a first-class, beautiful, assisted living place right there. So all of our members, as we age, and as I age with y'all, I do not want any of y'all being put in some public facility, trusting the government to take care of you when we can have first-class nurses, first-class doctors, and the best treatment known to mankind right there and for free, or as close to as free as possible. I mean, I want the beauty of like my mom, that I see her, and she's in her early 70s. And she's just fun. I mean, she just has beat cancer, and homeopathically, which is amazing. And to be laughing, to smile, to kiss, to hug. Like, I don't want what I've seen throughout my life, people just discard the elderly. That's Grandma, I don't need to go see them. I don't, I want to see them. I love them, but that's too much. Really bothers me, and I don't want that to happen. I had that experience seeing my grandmother go through that, and it really bothered me to the point where if I want to affect change, then I have to make change. If I want the world to be different, then I have to do things differently. And that's part of what we're going to do here, and that's just going to happen. Most of y'all know me or know me well enough. Throughout my life, whenever I say I'm going to do something, I'm doing it. That's just my reputation. It's who I am. It's who I've always been. If I say I'm going to call you tomorrow morning, if I tell you, Steve, I'm coming over for coffee, whatever I tell you, you better take that straight to the damn bank. And so we're going to have that. We're going to take care of the elderly here. We could do a lot more Tai Chi. We could do a lot more really cool stuff. We did this a few weeks ago, or maybe a couple of months ago, and it was wonderful. And there's so many energetic things that we can do to make ourselves feel better and calm our souls. It's something we hear all the time. Man, I got my anxiety is all riled up. Oh, I couldn't sleep last night because I'm just worried about everything in the world. If we could just practice different movements and different energetic flows, we could really help ourselves and feed off of each other and build each other up. And I think these practices are fantastic. And it's what we do here. And I want to do this. I don't want to. I'm going to do this meditation right when we're done here. And, it's super hot today. It's in the middle of the summer. So we're not going outside on the shade tree because we'd be miserable. So we're going to go in the dojo. That's the beauty of this place, too. We have a lot of different places to meditate. We have a lot of different places to fellowship and cook and all these things. And it's available to anybody who wants to use it. Just think it's wonderful. Oh, there's the dojo right there. I forgot. And that's where we did this grass area for all you new people. Right out there, that's where we did our yoga, which is great. And most of y'all have experienced our bonfires. I think you have too, Trey, at least one. Like we do these in the spring, fall, and winter nonstop. Like Jill cannot get enough firewood. Like that is no joke. I mean, anytime I'm wondering where Jill is during the winter or spring or fall in the evening, she's having a bonfire. I mean, she says, by herself a lot. She'll come out here and meditate out there, and I'm afraid. I'm like, well, I don't want to disturb her meditating, but sometimes I do anyway. But that is the beauty of out here. I think even Bonnie's been out here for one time. But we do it all the time. And it's always open to anybody. And what a great place to sit around and have fellowship and create enduring memories. And I do have another goal out here. I would like more people to participate in our bonfires whenever you can, but most of y'all I don't think have ever been in the very back field. And it's a fantastic place. Nothing is there now. It's nothing. But I have a goal. I've been drawing these plans. I've been playing with it for about a year and a half now, trying to figure out how to do it. A big, beautiful meditative center that can just be devoted to meditation. Like when people want to come out, like where am I want to, we have so many multi-purpose buildings out here. I am going to create a dedicated place solely for meditation, even though people can meditate anywhere they want. Just that for meditation. In a separate place, I hadn't decided how I was going to design it, but I kind of like that. But you got to make it cool in the summer months, so I'm really tweaking that a lot. And I stumbled across this, about 6 months ago, and this is the first time I've ever shared it with Ricky. I'm building this next to the meditative center because some people can meditate while they're walking. Some people just can't sit in a meditative pose or laying down, like their mind just goes back, you know what I mean? It just goes crazy. So some people can really do good by doing meditative walkings. And I've tried it, and I don't know, I got to lay down. That's just me. But some people like to walk in these dedicated areas, because if you just take off walking, then you start to think about other stuff. And just to go into a place to quiet your mind and walk. And it works for a lot of people, and I'm going to build one for Ricky and the other people that can't sit still. That's going to be out there. There is also another big goal of mine here, and that is to create these earthships. That's what they're called. To use natural materials to build these really cool, self-contained places in that field near the meditative center, because we need some staff out here. And I need more people to come. I need a family that says, hey, yes, I'll help you do that, and then help us be better stewards of the land. Help us take care of all the food. Somebody that is here to love it, so whenever people come and help, there's always somebody to show them. Yeah, okay, well, here's the water hose. Here's how you pump the stuff. Here's how you need. I can't do it all myself, so I'm ultimately going to need more people to help me as we continue to grow as we're doing. And I think it would be great if they wanted to live on site. They don't have to, but I'm building them anyway because everybody uses our cabins already now. Like they're always being used. Somebody has used them. Andrew's Construction in here. Can I come stay? Kevin, all these, Chuck's here this weekend. There's nonstop people using them. But these guys came out for a weekend. They're always being used. And I need more of them because we keep having more and more people come from all over. What was it, right before we went to Italy? We had two couples from the other side of Longview that came out for the weekend. And it just is a fantastic thing, and I want to keep doing that. And they're really cool. They show us how we can utilize our living spaces as instead of being a burden on Mother Earth, we can actually do positive things for Mother Earth in our housing. And I think it's fantastic. We also need more people because Andrew always cooks for us. And what do we do today? Andrew's sick today. So what are we going to do? I went last night, me and Chuck and Ricky, we went and got a whole bunch of sandwich meat and got a bunch of stuff. We can make sandwiches and have some chips. But normally Andrew is cooking us great meals. Well, we need people to be here that can help him. And I think it's wonderful. I love Andrew, and I hope he gets feeling better, like right now. And then we all chow down. We were snacking before. We're going to snack. There's a few of us, after we do the service that we typically do right now, we all kind of spread out. Everybody's going here and there. And some of us get together and eat right here. And we love chowing down. It's a great time to fellowship, and we need to be more creative. In this same space we're in now, another multi-purpose is, doing stuff, exercising our creative nature. We like to paint. We want to just live outside of our comfort zones. Don't let the inner child die. Look at Bonnie and Dean right there. They're just painting away. And what did Bonnie tell me? She said, this was such you said something to the effect that it puts me in such a meditative state of mind. I felt so calm. I was so focused on while I was just drawing. And the best thing that Bonnie said that stuck out in my head was, I would not have done this all on my own. I would not have done this on my own. So we need people around us. We need a spiritual community that can say, hey, let's have fun. Let's use what the infinite gave us and enjoy ourselves. Let's play. Let's play some games. Let's paint together. Let's just enjoy life and the beauty of what we have. Kevin, I think it was my friend Kevin here, he had the idea of painting pots. I think that was his idea. So some of us got together in here and we painted pots for veterans. And Kevin got some soil and some plants, and we went, and his daughter went and took them to the vet. A bunch of vets down there. We're just passing out pots and flowers like crazy, and they just loved it. This beautiful little girl with a beautiful painted pot. Well, some of them weren't that pretty, but most of them were. And and they loved it. That's the kind of thing we need to be doing. And we need to laugh. We need to stop taking ourselves so serious. Like, how many times have we all been to some church or some organization and everybody's just so uptight? Man, just relax. Don't take ourselves so serious. We have to joke. We have to laugh. Look at Chuck's big fat head. We're just cracking up, having a great time. And mine ain't much smaller right beside it. And look at poor Andrew. We told Andrew a joke, and man, he about fell out. It was great. And we have all these outside games that we can fellowship and play and get healthy and use our body. And if it's too bad outside, we got everything here. From ping pong, shuffleboard, pool. I mean, it just goes on ad nauseum. It's an unbelievable place. And one thing that I am offering to the world, anybody that's local and they want to produce their own podcast that has some sort of spiritual nature, come use it. We already have all the equipment. It's already here. You don't have to buy anything. Just come use it. You can. Just come use it. And I need more people to start coming so we can get discounts on travel. But we need to travel. We need to go around the world. We need to go to more pyramids. We need to go explore everything. That's what we need to do. And if we get enough people to go, we can hire the best knowledgeable guides that are a lot cheaper. And we can just do really cool stuff. And we need to do stuff outside of the sanctuary, this place. Like, we need to have friends where if, you got a flat, you can call them. If you want to go to dinner, me and Steve and Laura and Jill, they're like, hey, let's go to dinner. Let's go to dinner. I'm hanging out with, a couple of these guys here, Andrew and, Andrew, well, he's not here, but Dean and Randall. And Umberto, who he left the other day. But just to be able to have friendships that were just like, hey, I feel like going to dinner. Any of my friends here want to go to dinner with me tonight? Feeling kind of lonely. I don't want to feel lonely tonight. Me and Jill want to have a double date. Hey, what are you and your girl doing? Let's create real friendships. It doesn't necessarily mean we just come together right here. And I know many of y'all know Steve. He comes several times a year, our Navy SEAL buddy. Man, Steve has brought some Navy SEALs here, and we love Navy SEALs. I love Navy SEALs. But this guy would come all the time he's always asking me, man, do you think anybody needs to learn how to shoot better? You want somebody to teach you how to protect your perimeter? A group of Navy SEALs coming on a regular basis. They're real good at it. And he's always giving advice every time he's here. Well, Kevin, if we have a zombie apocalypse, you might want to do this, this, and this. And you can't help but laugh. But he's also really, I don't know if he's, I think he's being kind of serious. but he's just a fantastic guy, and his friends are wonderful too. But they would come out a lot more if they had something of value they could share with a little bit more of us. And I love those guys. And how about the study? There's a few of y'all, not very many in this group today, but we have laughed, cried, and cried and built trust in that study that is beyond anything I could explain on camera. We'll get in there with 5 or 6 or 10 or 2 or 3 people, and we'll just stay in there to who knows. There's sometimes we've stayed there all night long talking about all of our issues in life, and just all of a sudden something triggers somebody and they're just bawling. Next thing you know, we're laughing, and then we're laughing until we're crying again. It's just the most amazing place, and I want people to be able to utilize that. And all of this, and we're about to wrap up right now, all of this is really expensive to do. And I'm asking all of y'all that are watching, because I'm never asking for money from anybody. We're never passing around a hat. None of those things. There are three entities that make all of this possible, and it's really expensive to run this place. Me? Well, my mother donated her share of this, which that was a big help, and we have a pretty big donor. And the way I want this thing to grow is to provide really powerful value for other people. We have the best deodorant in the world. And what this universal church has built is a brand called Sinless. To sin less against your body, to sin less against Mother Earth. And if you support sinning less against yourself and the earth, and you want to support really stopping the division in the world, you want to bring people together in a positive way, then that's how we're going to be self-sustaining. We're going to offer people value for things that they already need anyway. You already need it. You already use it. You already wash your nasty butt and you wash your armpits. And you need good deodorant, and you don't want to poison yourself. And you need really good toothpaste. You just need it. And we have the best on the planet. And it's not for sale yet. We're working out the kinks, but we are doing a bunch of really cool stuff that's in the pipeline. I'm halfway through this fantastic book I've been working on for a long time, and I think it's just going to be phenomenal. The reviews so far have been out of this world, and I'm really grateful for that. But right now, the only thing that we have up right now is a program, a 3-part program right now. So if you out there, all these numbers, all you people watching, first of all, come out. But if you like what we're doing that much, join our program. I mean, it's practically nothing. It's like $50. And if you like that, great. If you don't, then don't. It's that simple. But if everything, our goals, our aspirations, what we do here now, if it resonates with you, then come visit us in person. We're really a bunch of cool people, or at least we are. We may be nerds to y'all, but whatever. Nerds need love too. So with that, thank y'all. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for helping our numbers grow. And I love you guys. Thanks.